gold.
Nonsense.
The golden god!
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
I volunteered.
You know, yeah, I guess Nordic.
That's what I got. She's Italian, but
she's Italian.
she got some.
I guess Arturo.
Some Viking DNA in there.
What's her last name again? What's her maiden name again?
Arlotto.
Orlado. That's right.
Yeah.
I had to say it like 10 times. I gave a little speech the day before Charlie's wedding, and I was like, "What's the name?" Orlando. It's like no, Orlado.
Arlotto.
I said
yeah.
I was talking with the brother like 5 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, her mom's from southern Georgia, and her dad's only half Italian.
Okay.
So, like, she's a quarter Italian, but her grandpa is, like, fucking straight up.
Gabagool?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I'm
what you
from
picture.
I'm
he's
from
like,
fucking Sicily,
yeah,
man.
he's brown, you know, he's a brown man. But he's just, he's Italian.
Are we started yet?
We're rolling.
We're recording.
Oh, damn.
You want to give us an intro?
This is another presentation of the universe's greatest podcast. I am your host, Mr. John Andrew Miller, and this is my brother in arms,
Charlie Reifenberger.
and this is Golden
Nonsense.
Today we're joined by an esteemed guest, a friend,
Highly esteemed.
a friend of our producer, and an esteemed member of the Memphis music community. The global music community.
That's correct.
I don't know your last name, Grant, but give it up for Grant.
Hey. Thank you.
What's your last name?
My last name is Beatty.
Beatty.
Like Warren.
Oh yeah,
okay.
okay. All right, hell yeah.
Grant Beatty. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Oh yeah. And then
happy to be here.
and then the name of your band is Joybomb.
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 That's a different dude. I'm sorry.
Different band. It's
Different
all right.
band. I'm sorry, bro.
No,
I'm
all
sorry.
gravy.
I know who you are.
Great band.
I know who you are.
They're a great band.
I just mixed up the names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's super close. Honestly, on a lineup next to each other, it looks.
It is a little confusing.
I hope there's no beef.
You got part
no
of
beef at all.
bomb.
Shout out,
They both start with a
Johnny.
J.
Yeah.
Bomb and Jomb. It's. I was just telling them earlier that I get them confused.
If you didn't say that in that text thread,
I
wouldn't have gotten.
I probably
confused.
fucked you up.
You sure did. You sure did.
So what?
Sonically, it's a little different.
What?
How'd you get that name?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you. That's what we do here. at Golden Nonsense.
Good, out the gate.
Good guess, good question. I'm sorry.
So we kind of rebranded. It was the same lineup of a band. I'm from Mississippi, and so we kind of changed names in like 2014, right before a tour, and at the time we were just looking for something fresh, loud, and I wanted like a debutante bomb. I thought that was cool, and our drummer at the time.
Debutante bomb is a type of music.
Oh no, that was gonna be a
that
band
sounds
name.
like a cool name.
Yeah, debutante bomb, and I was, kind of glammy, kind of, just explosive by nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sticking it to the, I don't know, the Southern royalty.
Oh,
like,
as a debutante. Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, dude.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
little slow right now. My brain.
Had you gone with that, I would have fucked with it.
I mean, that's not a bad name.
Thanks.
You could use that almost for a track maybe one day.
Yeah, debutante bomb.
Yeah.
And our drummer at the time wanted to go by Joy Bang. Who was an adult film actress in the 1970s. And
That's kind of cool, actually.
I was like, man, I don't know if people are gonna know what they're gonna get with that one.
Joy Bang.
Yeah.
Joy Bang does sound like a good porno star name.
Yeah, so we compromised.
And
Cool.
you combined it essentially.
It's one word, not Joy Space Bomb, but just Joy Bomb.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
good, man.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
So what is your role in the band? What
I am
instrument
the
do you play?
front.
You're front man.
Yeah, I play guitar and I sing.
Play guitar and sing.
You get all the benefits.
A
You
star.
get all the fringe benefits of the band.
Yeah, but I got to work like 75% harder than everybody else.
He rips though.
Does he rip?
Because you're doing all three. You're being a showman. You're playing and singing.
Yeah, and then I got to fill time in between songs when I talk to him and I tune my guitar and I'm out of breath.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Does
shout out the other guys. too.
Anybody else in your band do any vocal contribution?
Yeah, we got backing by Connor Booth on bass and Lukey Lovesick on guitar. So
Connor Booth.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
Connor.
Schneider's. That's Schneider's friend. That's Jake Schneider's friend.
Yeah, Connor Booth is a man about town.
Yeah.
Connor,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up, bro?
I've heard his name multiple times. People say we'll get along, but I've never actually met him. I don't think.
A very kind fellow, a very funny fellow. He could do stand up if he wanted to.
See,
I
I've
think.
heard that.
I
I've heard
think.
that before too.
You know,
Well, I'm sad to say I've never seen you guys live. People keep telling me that you guys are great.
That's wonderful.
He's not as electric as you.
Kind.
Is that why you're in the front?
No.
You're a
Well,
better singer. What
no,
is the?
He's finally electric. I tend to flail a little bit more, doing, splits and
hell yeah.
side flips.
You can do a split?
I mean, not like on the ground.
Not all the way down,
No,
but
I should have said power stance.
power stance. Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
It was like
That's good.
at like 4 and 7.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like
That's a very powerful position.
an hour ago I was a man, but right now I am a pyramid.
Yeah, that's
A pyramid of sound.
It's one of the strongest structures.
Of tunes.
in the universe.
yeah.
Well,
We know here in
I
Memphis.
like to get to the point.
There you go. Boom. This dude is full of the double entendre. That's French for joke. Okay, so I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like mildly aware of the musical scene in town. Like I'm not a frequenter of the music shows, but I'm friends with a few people in the music scene. Now let me ask you this:
Please.
your journey to get to Riverbeat Fest, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a accomplishment for a band to make something like that, right?
It is. Yeah, it's a great.
How did someone pick you, bro, or did you get did you submit to a thing?
There
or?
was no formal application process, but yeah, we got
chosen.
yeah, we got chosen.
Got picked.
Honorably. I don't know how, but we were.
That's good.
But I mean, having folks that hear your name enough and that check you out, having friends.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like that's a scene is built upon mutual support and collaboration. But it's nice to have your name floating.
Is that only like that for here though in Memphis? Like I feel like anytime I talk to anybody else from anywhere else, they don't really. Their friends don't have to support them. Their friends are just their friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but I mean, Memphis in many ways, I think, is a small town.
Yeah. I think we had this conversation before a few months back. Like it's a big ass town. It has city amenities, but it is not a city.
Right, and for better, for worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool when everybody like I could for like I know Dave's most of Dave's whole family just from being in school and knowing them around town, and it's so small that you feel almost stifled sometimes. Like you can't do too much because you might step on someone's toes or
Sure.
It's pros and cons.
put your finger in somebody's honey pot unintentionally.
Yeah, no, like on any given Friday or Saturday, if there's like 4 different shows that are all kick ass, having to work out set times or whether or not 2 members of a band have to go play another show or
Yeah, mixing of the band members.
Yeah. So that also is a part of Joybomb life as well.
Are you a part of anything else, or are you just
No, this is my baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But everybody else in Joybomb is in other projects as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
We share.
So if they die, Joybomb still lives, but if you die, Joybomb dies.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's the
But they
he's the linchpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I rely on them deeply.
You're the load-bearing pillar.
So let me ask you this:
Indeed, I don't mind
Do you
being a
guys
pillar.
try to make
A pillar
good
that-
vibes
yeah.
music? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, I mean, the joy in Joybomb isn't super intentional.
Is it not intentional?
Yeah. I mean, we've got a pop sensibility to
Pop
us,
sensibility.
but also I'm not really concerned about whether we're not making feel good music.
It's not supposed to just be feel good music.
Nah.
Because some of it is.
Thanks.
Some of it is very
Thanks.
good vibes.
It's got a bubblegum nature to it, but
Yeah.
I like making bubblegum taste nasty.
A little sour.
Yeah.
A little salty.
That's interesting. That you don't even have a style that could describe that aptly.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like you're sweet and sour sauce. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm
indeed.
saying?
Yeah.
Which is not something I'd be like. Your music's like sweet and sour sauce, which is not a good. Which is not a good.
Yeah, well, I got a little.
Sounds Asian to me.
Yeah,
It sounds very Asian.
a little
right?
umami in there too.
A little umami.
Ancient Chinese secret. A Joybomb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to call it a kiss on the cheek and a kick in the teeth.
There you go.
Wow. Yeah. What are you, some sort of marketer? Has that been used before?
Joybombofficial.com.
Joybombofficial.com. Go check it out.
Can we use that?
You guys got
Can we use that?
you guys got any new tracks? Recent ones?
Yeah, so we're in the studio right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's not this past weekend, but 2 weekends ago was our first session with Matt Qualls, who's the GOAT for the rock and roll around here, in my professional opinion, at Easley McCain Studios.
Nice.
So yeah, they put down some really good stuff with really great bands, and he's just really great at what he does, hi-fi rock and roll type stuff, or whatever people want to do. Really,
Well, he's like an engineer.
yeah, engineer producer. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
And,
Nice.
we've worked with him on our EP last year, and then 2 singles in 23 that we did.
How important is it for like a band to have like an intimate relationship with a sound engineer? Like, is it like if you just picked a random dude off the street that was one that had equal like credentials, would you rather work with the dude you know or some random equal great?
Working with a homie is great because if you are already sort of fluid in how each other's creative process works, then you can just jump in and get going. But Matt, honestly, like when we first started working with him, it was the same anyway. Like he's just really easy to work with, and in a like constructive in a way that isn't ever roadblocks. It's just like, if something is not working on, either on the fly or within 30 minutes, it's like, maybe let's table that and then move on. Because,
That's beautiful.
Not only is time money, but also like just to keep spirits up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the good vibes. So I listened to the new single. It's called micro plastic.
Oh, nanoplastic.
Nanoplastic.
Yeah,
It's like wrong size plastic.
It's even
bro.
smaller. It's not just micro.
Fucking
It's
loser.
nano.
Charlie. You call yourself a fucking scientist?
Micro, that's not even a big deal. You can filter that out. Nano.
Joybomb with their new single, Micro Trash.
Micro trash, nanoplastics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Thanks. Yeah.
When did that one come out?
That was the first single off our EP from last year.
Okay.
And so summer of 24.
Summer 24.
Yeah.
Can we splice a little bit of that in right now for all the
please.
folks at home to hear?
Let's spice it up.
Guys, how good
Wow.
was that, you guys?
Dude,
Wow.
so sick.
It's so sick.
Nanoplastics.
I like it.
I told you he rips.
Bro, you are a genius of our day. I'm gonna have to look at you for real.
Wow.
You do that?
Wow.
Into my soul.
You do that for
I
real?
mean, I
like
just
it's like
gotta-
that?
I have to admit that I don't know where it comes from. Maybe God. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Jesus fucking Christ, okay? And I'm a Christian.
It's almost Easter, man.
It's I mean,
I
yeah.
know.
Praise him
You know, he did die, but like a real dude,
for
he came
all of our
back.
sins.
Came back. Rose
Came
again.
back.
Yep. Our last EP was called Modern Scripture. So
Oh hell yeah!
Hey.
Are you one of those like sneaky like super good at music, but it's like really a Christian cover band? These are all like I love Jesus, and you just rock out super hard, and no one can tell.
No, I do fuck with Creed, but
Creed
but not-
Creed rules.
What was that? What was
Love
that,
the
we're not a
comeback
Christian-
they're having.
we're
what was
not
that
a
other
Christian.
band that we were talking about?
I was
before?
telling you about Switchfoot.
Oh, dude, I
yeah.
love Switchfoot.
Switchfoot is good.
And I mean, I'm not super into the emo stuff.
Yeah.
But I can recognize, the staples, and like Under Oath was sick.
Under Oath was
Dude,
dope.
Was Paramore? No, Flyleaf. They were. a
They were
Christian
sick.
band. Yeah.
Who does the
Were they really?
Who does the chain?
What?
Who's the-
So
what's
I
that
used
song, man?
that's Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood. Are they a Christian band?
I don't think.
I don't think so. No,
Fleetwood Mac is a Christian band. You heard it first.
so the
Golden
guy,
nonsense.
the guy from Under Oath was in another band called Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, and they were sick as fuck. They called it swamp metal.
That's tight.
It was just like,
Louisiana.
but it was like,
Right.
it's sort of like, it was a little bit of that emo shit, but it was also like, like just southern rock,
swampy.
Was it
like
kinda
metal.
like Every Time I Die? Because they've
It's
got a
kinda
little
like-
bit
yeah.
of that. I mean, I don't know. They were
It's-
an enigma kind of because
it's-
it was like hardcore.
yeah.
But it had that southern rock.
It had that
feel.
twang to it.
Right.
That
Yeah, it's not as out there as that. I mean, it's heavy and it's like, but it's just the tempos are all standard, and the time signatures are like all kind of standard and shit like that. Like I feel like Every Time I Die is just like
Yeah.
crazy.
It
like
is crazy.
yeah.
That's not what you do.
No, I
No,
mean,
no. Let's get back talking about you, bro.
Yeah, but who are some of your big influences? Who do you draw inspiration from?
some classics.
Yeah.
Would be like Alkaline Trio.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
guys!
Yeah.
How many times have I been in here talking about Alkaline Trio?
Too much.
I told John, I said, I don't think I'm depressed, but I've been listening to a lot of Alkaline Trio lately.
Well, you got to switch. You got to switch to the Dan songs and not the Matt songs.
Yes, yeah.
You know.
I think I like the Dan songs more.
Yeah,
I do.
They're a little bit brighter.
Yeah.
A little more sunshine. He might talk about booze just as much, but
a lot of drinking.
It's more positive.
That's the Chicago thing,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. But Matt's definitely about cutting off his own fingers. And,
Yeah,
you
doing
know,
vampire shit.
Bats and
That's just wild, dude.
Yeah.
All that motif energy is very.
But I always really enjoyed them because there's a juxtaposition between pop sensibility and darkness, and
Yeah.
and it's not whiny, and that's why I fell in love with them a long time ago, was because like it wasn't it wasn't lame in a whiny sense.
No,
to me.
no.
But Jimmy Eat World is another classic. That I think's great.
Yeah, that's the first band I ever saw was Jimmy Eat World.
No shit.
I saw it was Jimmy Eat World and Taking Back Sunday
I was
together.
gonna say we got that in us too.
Yeah,
So.
it was
Wow.
great.
Yeah. But then some new bands that are killers, like Spiritual Cramp and Bad Nerves. They're sick.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of good new stuff too.
Did I send you some bad nerves
You
one
did,
time?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
Dude, I remember that. I was
that's why I
like,
looked at you.
dude, so sick.
yeah.
I got to check that out.
Yeah,
Faceless
sick.
Dave over here, sprucing up the community with his recommendations.
No, I'm just AI. This is an AI generated voice.
This is our brand new Chat GPT-5. Y'all ain't got it yet.
Chat GPT Dave.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Do my homework.
This is the downgrade. This is the free version.
Hey, pull that up, Dave. Pull that up, Dave.
Dave got promoted to super producer. Now our executive producer is just a computer.
Yo, man, I watched the whole season, the new season of Black Mirror last night.
Ooh.
There's new Black Mirror?
Yeah, came
Seven
out.
episodes.
What?
Yeah,
How
it
do you
came out 3
binge
days ago.
that? It's so depressing after the first episode,
Dude.
There are some depressing moments. I cried on the 6th episode. I'm gonna let you know.
Is that the junk with the
You're
the
just
US
trying to break yourself down.
The USS whatever? Is that one?
That they do circle back to that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Star Trekky.
You're
That's-
Star Trek
episode.
one.
That's the one with not the one with the Jesse Plemons.
The dude
from
the dude with
Breaking
the dude with the punchable face.
Yeah.
The guy with
He's
the
a-
punchable
He's
face,
a
yeah.
very punchable face.
And Christina Milian. No, it's not Christina. It's
yes, that one, Charlie.
yeah, whatever.
all that to say, I'm triggered because
I-
I don't want to get sucked into a computer and
Yeah.
actually be
I
an
feel like
AI.
that's the moral of all their episodes. And
Yeah.
honestly, I kind of relate to it. I feel like Joybomb, I write lyrics that have to do
With the technology fear?
Yeah.
Oh,
all the-
dude,
all the
really?
time.
That's
That's
sick.
that's kind of like my motif, is just juxtaposing like how lost we are between each other because we're staring at screens all day.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look, if that message doesn't resonate with the people, bro, I don't know
No, I
what.
don't,
It's-
right. I think it's really relatable.
it
is,
will when
it
their
is.
consciousness is split into a computer.
it's
They'll resonate then.
Dude, you know, I was thinking about that, bro. It's like that's like Harry Potter was trying to yeah. You remember Voldemort? Remember that nigga? Remember Voldemort, the bad
Yeah,
guy with
I
no
remember.
nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, he split his soul up in like 7 places. Like your soul's in your iPad, your soul's in your iPhone, your soul's in your Xbox, your soul's in your
so
I was waiting
You
for you
feel
to
what
bring
I'm
that home, dude.
It's in your vape too.
yeah, it's in your vape. You know,
it's a
like-
Horcrux.
Yeah,
it's a fucking Horcrux,
Horcrux.
man.
Dude, I'm not even trying. Hey,
So you
look,
think that those Aboriginal tribesmen who thought that if somebody took a picture of you, it stole part of your soul? You think they were right?
I think they had a primitive understanding of light and film. You know, but because look, I got a picture of my grandma, and I know she in heaven, fool. So, you know,
That's
Her whole
that's
soul.
beautiful, John.
you know what I'm saying?
Her
Like,
whole soul is up there.
right? Like
No piece of it
I
is
smack
still
a nigga.
here.
They tell me my grandma ain't up there. You know what I'm saying?
What if when you got to if you go to heaven, you get there and they're like, well, did you bring all the pictures and stuff?
Like, yeah, it's like no one gets up here without a picture.
No, so we can put your soul back together.
Oh man.
Look,
They had
I
it
was
all wrong.
I was thinking about this, Grant. Like, one day your name and your band is gonna be like the inspiration for the young homies. You know, like.
Okay.
Do you ever think about like the energy you're imprinting in the music? Because like, there's gonna be some 13-year-old boy or girl in their feels. In their pubescent era, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, Joybomb makes me feel.
Yeah.
I hate computers. Me too.
Yeah, I'm leading the revolution against.
I'm telling you,
big tech.
you might be motherfucking John Connor, bro. Yeah, that's the Terminator. They gonna hey look, be careful.
Yo, you should add that to your bio. John Connor.
Musical John Connor.
Actually,
Do you
from
hate
the future.
machines?
He's like, nah, dude. He was sent back.
I mean, it is just like
was sent
it
back to help
is
us.
like the. I mean, it's the issue of our time, really. I mean, things we're gonna look back and we're gonna see a little bit more, with a little bit more clear how insane it is the way we're living right now.
Computer.
It's nuts.
And it's universal.
Yeah.
Everybody, everywhere.
For a while, it was relegated to the youth.
Yeah.
like with the rise of social media.
Yeah.
That was for the kids. And then now it's just
Everybody's grandma's on Facebook.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We really got the first taste of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Our
But the other
generation
thing
the
is,
first
we're a
wave.
little bit more inoculated to it than the old people are. Like they're just like, it's like an invasive species coming in and just wiping them out. That's what's happening with technology. With
because
these
they had,
boomers and
because they had trust in technology before.
yeah, I mean, they used to watch the TV, and the TV was like the truth, you
Right,
know.
right,
and
right.
and now,
NBC and NBC and CBS.
yeah,
Right. But
And-
now you got Facebook. Now you got somebody Billy Bob on Facebook spreading some conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
scaring people's moms to get it. And you know what's the worst? It's because real life and technology are blending into the facade of like everything's a scam, everything's a fraud. So you
Yeah.
don't know what the. It's like somebody. I knew a dude that got sent like an Amazon like link, and it looked legit. Like he was like, bro, it looked. I'm not a dummy. You know what I'm saying? He grew up
Yeah.
in the same area we did. We can kind of have a sixth sense for a scam product. And he clicked the link, dude, and basically went to his Amazon account and just charged his Amazon credit just all the way up. Just ching, 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 and he
Jesus.
couldn't stop it. By the time he got fraud on it, they pulled down all the orders, so none of them came to his house. But he had to deal with the credit issue.
Fraud. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I feel like getting like phishing and like malware stuff now is just more developed than it ever has
Yeah.
been. So like even
It's just
you
an
know,
arms race. It's just
yeah.
you gotta the detection needs to keep up with the people that are running the scams. They're gonna get more sophisticated.
I got
And you-
deepfaked.
You got deepfaked?
by someone I know on Instagram. I got a message. Not someone.
It was a hot girl was like, Dave, send me a dick pic.
Hold on, wait.
Hey Dave,
wait.
send me your cock.
Hold on, wait.
I want to see it.
No, Dave. No, don't, Dave. Please tell me you didn't get pussy tricked.
No, I didn't because I'm wise to the tricks of new.
She said, "You want to see my tits?" And you go, "Those aren't your real tits."
Those
No,
are AI
she
titties.
said I need
You got-
$45 for groceries, and then I'm like, I don't know you well enough for you to be asking me for groceries money,
Yeah.
or anybody. No, I wouldn't give that to any of you,
Sure.
Right.
Let alone this
Right.
person.
Starve,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I'm like, I need groceries too. No, and then I'm like, and it was like kind of weird, and it was like, then I look, and it was a picture they had taken from her Instagram. They had animated it with her voice.
That's
Yeah, 'cause
crazy.
She totally deep faked,
What?
and I reported it.
Hey, good.
Are you sure that you didn't? Are you sure that you didn't just have a nightmare because you
Doing your
watched
part.
7 episodes of Black Mirror in a
He
row?
said, bro, that's 7 hours, if not more.
More, they're long, they're good. Really good. You know what's the fucked up part is after that. This morning at 5 a.m., I watched the director's cut of Watchmen, which is 3.5 hours. So I consumed 11 to 12 hours of media of TV.
Of dystopian.
Straight.
Dystopian.
Dedicated to the craft.
Yeah,
Right.
Jesus,
Drove
dude.
to
Awful
the
about
gym,
the
finished an episode in the sauna.
He was like,
didn't work out.
I need a
Went
pump.
back home, finished the season.
my emotions are shot. I need a pump. I need some testosterone.
I need to feel something.
And then as
You know what I mean?
as he was watching Black Mirror, he just your point. He drove to the gym watching the episode. He watched the episode in the sauna. Then he got back home and watched it some more. You're trapped.
You gotta write a song about that, man.
Your life is a doom scroll, Dave.
Yeah. We've got a few on this upcoming
Task
album.
cam, man.
Yeah.
Gotta call BetterHelp, bro. Gotta tell them, hey, you know what? I was thinking about doing this as a sketch, and this might be silly, but calling the gambling hotline. They're like, oh, if you have any issues, and then just mix the problems that I have. It's like, yeah, man, I got money on tonight's Grizzlies game right now. I shouldn't have done it. Right, my family's livelihood is at stake. I need a hit. Do you think Jock could get 5 threes tonight? Like really load them up.
Sir, I really shouldn't be giving you gambling advice right now.
I know you watch the Grizzlies, bro. There, and then you go from there, and then you go like, if Ja doesn't hit 5 threes, I'm killing myself. Do you have like an extension to?
Can you connect me through to the other guys?
Right, maybe.
Can I speak to your manager?
Right, maybe supervisor.
We should definitely do that.
Do y'all ever do prank calls?
No.
That's not.
I thought you were going to stop there. Do y'all ever do crank?
Yeah, just straight up hair bond, dog.
Didn't know what kind of party this was?
No, I called that hotline and they got me off of it.
Golden nonsense. We do everything here. We do ayahuasca, DMT, Jesus.
Yeah,
Praise
all the drugs. All of them.
Everything is drugs.
Everything is drugs. See, I'm sober.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I haven't done anything
Congrats.
for 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
But like literally, that's been my
I'm
takeaway.
just gonna pop your balloon here real quick. Charlie likes a nice cigar.
I do like a cigar.
Hey, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
It don't
But
count.
when I was getting sober, I was smoking more cigarettes than I ever smoked in my life. You ever been to an AA meeting? It's nothing but
cigarette smoking.
cigarettes. Like
Unless you need something.
that's all. That's all we did.
Take the
was
age off,
stand
right?
around smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
But like getting sober. That's been my major takeaway. Is like there's a lot of other shit in my life that I use it, like as an addict. It's whether it's food, whether it's sex, like media, television, the fucking phone, like we're talking about. Like
Yeah.
everything's drugs, dude.
Yeah, dude. We got a new song called that.
Everything's drugs.
Everything's drugs. Everything is drugs, Neo.
You haven't watched TV until you're sitting in a room with sweaty men at like 150 degrees Fahrenheit, dude.
Wait. Did you have headphones in?
No, dude.
Just out loud like a New Yorker.
A fucking animal.
Like a New Yorker, you're just like, nah. I need to know what happened on episode 5 of.
They're like, I was gonna fucking watch that later. Damn it,
Hey, get over here. You want to watch it right now with me? Because I'm not stopping.
Dave, you're an
That was me
addict,
with
bro.
the first episode in the Denver airport. Just like out loud, just like trying to get comfortable in the seat at my gate, just like posted.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yo,
Dude.
I like the
Society's
people.
collapsing.
I like the people at the airport that just claims real estate on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sometimes you gotta.
I know,
Dude.
I know, but they splay out. Like full power triangle.
I kind
like-
of tip my hat every time I walk by somebody doing that. I'm like, man, it's been a day. I feel you.
Yeah.
Bro, I got stranded in Charlotte. I was coming back from Myrtle Beach. I'd been down there with my buddies playing golf, and like my flight was on Sunday.
Check your privilege,
at
bro.
like whenever,
I'm sorry.
It
I'm
was
not like
it was
that.
it was
I'm not like that
It was
at
on
all.
Sunday afternoon. I was supposed to be flying back to Memphis, right? I was supposed to be
Right.
home at like 9:30 or 10 or something like that, right?
Right.
So I'm sitting in the Myrtle Beach airport, and my flight gets delayed. I'm just like, fuck, this is bullshit. Just keeps getting pushed back, keeps getting pushed back, keeps getting pushed back. I end up not getting to Charlotte until midnight.
Damn.
Till midnight. And
It's like an hour flight, isn't it?
and they had automatically rebooked me for a flight at 8 a.m. the next morning from Charlotte to Memphis, right? So I get off the plane at 12 a.m. I look at my app. I'm like, all right, what gate am I on? And it's the same gate that I just got out the door. So you
don't even have a journey.
So I'm just like, right there. And I just fucking lay on the ground, like here's the jetway. There's a column over there. I put my backpack against the column, and I just laid flat on the ground. I slept for probably like a solid 6 hours. Like I got sleep.
Got some good rest.
Excellent.
But then the flight's at 8 a.m. and I wake up and there's like a couple of people and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, people are showing up for this flight or whatever. Go back to sleep. Wake up again. There's like 10, 15 people. I'm like, all right, a little longer. Go back to sleep. I wake up, it's packed. Like it's just fucking like people all around me. It's such an unsettling way to wake up in the morning.
Oh,
It's just
right.
Literally like 100 people in your immediate vicinity.
That's how-
It's like, oh shit! All right, guess I got to get up now.
That's
Holy
how the
shit.
homeless feel in Manhattan.
Yeah, yeah. And then I got off the plane. And I went straight to work because I had to go. I had to go to work. So
Did you park at the airport or did you have the Uber?
I parked at the airport. So I just got in my car. I mean, my office is close to the airport, so I just drove straight from the airport right to my office.
You're an animal, dude.
That's a pro
Just
move.
fucking washed my face in the sink in the bathroom.
Call that a bird.
Yeah.
A power shower.
Yeah.
Bird bath. You know what I'm saying?
Holes bath.
Right. a whore's bath. Exactly. Got to hit them hot spots.
So yeah,
The next customer's coming.
I can sleep anywhere and I can shower in any fucking sink.
I saw that. I saw some shit. I commented on it on Twitter. It was like the
High class homeless. You should write a song called High Class Homeless.
Got a ring to it.
high class homeless is definitely. Where'd you hear that?
That's just what I am. I can sleep anywhere. I can
said
take
like-
a shower in a sink.
They say like Coachella's outside showers were depressing, right? I saw that in headline on some sort of account, and I looked at it and I was like, what makes it depressing? And I realized that we just live in so much comfort that
Yeah.
people thought that a tiny stream or a mist of cold water, like it wasn't even no control. It was just cold water. It's like
But that sounds like a Coachella goer. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like the bar for the attendees
yeah.
is a little raised in that kind of environment.
I
it
know
is.
what's the
A lot of shit been talked about the attendees of Coachella I've seen.
why is that? I don't know. I don't know anything
the
about
crowd wasn't
Rich
great.
LA people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why.
I think it has a reputation for no shade to the artists who play it, but I think it's a little bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what? Oh, I guess Coachella is what that Fire Festival thing a few years back was trying to aim for, like a premium festival type deal.
Yeah.
Which like the worst people to be around in a festival.
Is the premium people.
I mean, probably, yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have the money to
You guys
buy
ever play?
drugs.
You guys
I don't
ever
know.
play
That's
a
true.
camping festival?
Like Bonnaroo or something?
Nah, not that big. No, we a long time ago we played a Other Fest. It's outside of it's in the country, out in like Cleveland, Mississippi.
Yeah.
We were youngins, and but yeah, it was a 3-dayer.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it was a little party. It was kind of cold though. I remember sleeping in.
I was trying to book a show down in Cleveland. I wanted to do a comedy show.
Nice at Hey Joe's maybe.
That's exactly where I was trying to do it. Yeah. Have you performed there?
Yeah, we used to play there a lot.
Oh my
Back in the
God.
day. Yeah.
Maybe you can put us in contact with
Dude,
some
I
people.
would love to, but I don't know anybody there
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
I mean,
been like over
I
10
kept
years.
I kept contacting them, and they were like, "Yeah, we should definitely do that. That'd be really fun." And then I call back, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we definitely should do that.
no.
That'd be really fun. We've never had comedy here, but yeah, I should pick it back up because it looks like a cool venue. It looks like a really
it's
cool
super
spot.
Cool. Yeah, we used to have a blast there. Little oasis in the Delta.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, then we gotta definitely do it because it falls under your brand, the Homesteaders, right?
Yeah.
And then we could charge obscene amounts of money because these people got it.
Yeah.
You know?
Delta State's cool.
Oh, I look, they're portrayed. I was driving through to do a comedy show, I believe, a few years back, and I was like, wow, it's a psyop. Like, it's a psyop. Like, Mississippi's beautiful, but like all of America thinks it's like backwater hick. Because like, I guess some people are dumb down there, but and then the politicians probably do suck.
They do.
And there've been a long history of oppression of people. But outside of all those things, Mississippi is absolutely a beautiful state.
It's awesome.
And it's like, look at all this good,
like it down
this
there.
good land.
Yeah.
Like, it's quiet. Like at night, people believe in just the purest idea of respect.
The sounds of the
They are
South,
kind.
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
It's
kind.
very like I was at a show and I stood in line and this the proprietor of this barbecue pit, old black man. I was like, yeah, dude, from Memphis. I'm a young comedian. I need like the cheapest thing on the menu. Like, smoked sausage, $5, perfect. I'll pay it, right? And after the line subsided, I'm sitting there eating, trying to rush to get back inside. He goes, "Hey, come here. Here's your $5 back, man. That shit cost me 50 cents."
Cool.
Yeah, you over here trying
That's
to get
so
it.
cool.
You're trying to get it. Yeah, man. Eat.
Dude,
You
that's
know what I'm
awesome.
saying?
That's
I get the money from somebody else.
Yeah,
And I was
that's
like,
love.
oh,
That's
hell
a
yeah.
I don't think you get that up north very much.
Nah, but maybe you do. Maybe
I mean,
kindness happens, but it's like so so like motherfucking like rough on everybody. Like the moment because it's like feeding a stray cat kind of thing. Like the moment you kind of some random person, it might be the worst person to be kind to. You know?
Yeah, I feel like Mississippi has a deep culture of kindness, but it's strange because it's got its better angels and its demons. That in many ways, in structures of power, it doesn't really want to shake. So
Oh yeah, it won't.
Yeah.
So and so this cordiality kind of circumvents. It goes around.
It would have to be some.
that,
It would have to be
those institutions.
I'm sorry. I thought about this before, and it's probably the same, and that's a state level thing because it's a big state. But like the same issue here is with Memphis, right? Like you need leadership that's so radical, but within the framework of the already existing political structure that people like already, right? So like I was saying this before. It's like the only way that people, the whole world is mad at Donald Trump right now, right? But it's like if the Democrats just picked a John Kennedy type figure that was on the left, right? Young, powerful, strong, worded, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Good values. He would have beat Trump easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not.
Blow
And
up.
so it's like the same thing for Mississippi. It's like we just need some fucking dude that went to Mississippi State. They got a good head on his shoulders, and then like is not a racist
Yeah.
just to run for governor. And he's like,
Yeah.
I'm 33. All my friends were black on the football team, and
Yeah.
no, seriously, he was like, I'm big, strong, and my mama told me to be nice to people, and I want to run for your governor. And
Yeah.
I bet you he would win.
It would be close, and I would like to see that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it runs deep.
Yeah.
I saw this
It does.
I saw this pretty crazy documentary. It was about these all these Chinese people that that live in
Comrie knows
Mississippi.
her
In the
own.
Delta?
Yeah, there's like a
Yeah, the
a
legacy of-
community.
yeah.
There's like a very like old Chinese Delta community.
Dude,
they're-
that railway
it's just
went
so
everywhere.
funny because they all they're second, third generation. Like they just sound like old Southern people.
Yeah.
You know,
They
so
are.
it'd just be like a suit, like a straight up Chinese lady sitting there, like this sweet old Chinese lady. She's like, well, I like to make my grits with such and such. It's like
A pat of butter and a splash of soy sauce. It really brings out the culture in me.
like, we got this fried chicken, but then we got this wok going with all this delicious fried rice too.
Right, it was like, wow.
It's just so
Hey,
funny.
sounds
in
good.
Jamaica, there's
I want whatever they're making.
in Jamaica
Yeah.
there's a small like community of Chinese Jamaicans. And so it's like some of them are like they're so like in the community now. Like some of them are like fourth, fifth generation, like half Chinese.
And where in China?
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica,
Yeah. So it's like, and so there's like a legend of the original Mr. Chin, right? Because he was just a Chinese immigrant. He was doing business and he's never cheated nobody. He's a Chinese man, right? And he stayed safe, and the Jamaicans endeared him. And so eventually, the younger generations of Mr. Chin's family would be like hoity-toity. You know, you come from a successful merchant that's been here for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. He's like, oh, I'm the original Mr. Chin. And he's like a Jamaican bad boy. He's like, Bomba Clock, I'm the original Mr. Chin. That's my father. I'm like, yo, that's wild, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like, being like a young boy, and it's like, you know, you have preconceived notions like, oh, you talk regular with mommy and you talk Jamaican with daddy, right? You talk regular at school, you talk Jamaican with daddy's friends, right? And then you meet one of my dad's friends, and he's a China man.
He's a Chinese guy.
A Chinese man, and he sounds like daddy. You're like,
Yeah.
right.
It just doesn't
Wagwan
match up
boy.
with your
It's-
expectations.
No,
That's
like-
just all it is.
Yeah.
You know, ask your father. I am the original Mr. Chin. They all have that like. No, I'm the first one, and it's like it's a lie. It's like a fun inside joke. You can't tell the difference.
I like anywhere I've had the opportunity to travel in the world. If I'm kicking it for long enough, I will find Chinese food there.
Yeah.
So I like trying different like
Versions of Chinese food.
all around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
It's
different
interesting.
everywhere?
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like
They absorb the local like flavors.
Palate, yeah,
for
palate,
sure.
and they have to mold it to the palate.
dude, I went to a wedding in India, in rural India, a couple years ago.
you're a bad
I was
man.
I was a
Whereabouts? Show us on
I was
the
a
map there.
groomsman.
The map. Yes.
The map.
It's
the map.
It's in between.
Smack dab in the fucking
I might
middle?
butcher this, yeah, but it's south of Delhi, but it's northeast of Dubai. It's in Jaipur.
Mumbai.
So I think Jaipur is around
Jaipur.
here.
That's right. That's right.
You know
Smack
what?
dab in the middle.
I bet you that our hacker,
We've been attacked.
by Indians.
And India used to be our favorite country because we had more listeners
listeners.
in India than any other country other than
Outside
America.
right,
But
right.
then you got betrayed.
But then we got
Betrayed.
betrayed. This
Judas.
guy was blackmailing us.
Backstabbed.
First, he was saying like, "Pay me, and I'll send a bunch of
Pay me 1,000 rupee, we help you.
listeners and followers and positive ratings."
Sorry.
And I was like, "Nah, I don't think I need that, man. Thank
Mr.
you."
Mr. Darley,
And then he just started using bots to just tank our rating on Spotify.
So he did the opposite of what.
Yeah.
He was a villain.
And he's like
He's a real
he's like
villain.
posting screenshots with arrows to our rating as it's like dropping. And he's like, "What are you gonna do now?"
No.
Yeah.
So he was trolling it too. Like he was having fun.
He's a real villain, bro.
He said, "Now you have to decide.
Right,
Will
decide.
you work with me?"
Not okay
Say
at all.
something.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo,
Yeah, he kept saying "say something." That was bothering me. that was like every fifth message was "say something," and I was just like, "Bro, you're being aggressive right now." So
that's how they get shit done in
so
India,
we
bro.
gotta release him to us so we can deal with him,
Right.
or the whole country of India
I'm gonna tell-
is on our shit list
Yeah,
right
get
look,
him
now.
over.
Hey, India.
Extradition right now.
Extradition to
Hey, India,
America.
You hear it right here on Golden Nonsense. I'm gonna call Donnie. Okay, we know what that means. I'm gonna call Donnie.
Hey.
All right. Every true American has a phone number right here in his iPhone, and this Chinese-made
right.
American designed iPhone.
He knows that we're patriots, like the real kind.
Golden Nonsense. So you went to this wedding in India.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
And honestly,
Mean tangent. So sorry, dude.
no, it's all good. It was a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
And one of my good friends who lives in New York now. Evo, shout out Evo. Was getting,
What's up, Evo?
What up, dog? He was getting married to his wonderful wife Shika, and
Are they both Indian or just she is?
no, just she is.
Okay.
He's a Bulgarian American.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Very
and they just
rare.
had a baby, and so they'll make pretty.
I used to work with
cool
a
American
couple that was a Vietnamese guy and a Bulgarian lady, cutest kid in the world.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
What is
Yeah.
Bulgaria? Eastern Bloc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's right where
right there.
there.
Bulgaria,
Yeah.
right below
Yeah.
Romania.
Yep. And anyway, the Chinese food was good.
Of course. In India.
Yeah, for real,
yeah.
they do it really well. And
Yeah,
like on
but-
the ride there, we stopped and they were like Szechuan noodles on like this random ass restaurant menu, and I was like, I'm doing that.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, but these are Indians making Chinese food, or these are Chinese people?
Yeah. These are Indian folks making
Indian
Chinese
people
food.
in
and it's
yeah.
delicious. Yeah.
Wow.
They
Interesting.
I just found out that's a thing. That new place that's on Peabody that used to be Bon Tai. What's it called?
On Peabody?
I've been there once.
Are you talking about the place that used to be a goddamn
It used to
taxi
be
shop?
No, it used to be a Thai restaurant. Now it's like
Over there by
sushi and Thai kind of. You can get like drunken noodles and stuff like that.
Yeah, or maybe it wasn't there. But
you been there, Grant?
It was like
Yeah,
It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, I bet. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that place, but it was. I saw a menu. I didn't realize that there was such closeness from like Indochina, like Indian food and Chinese food. And so I was looking at this menu and I was just like, they had specifically one, specifically the other, and then this like blend, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
man.
I had a pretty big success this past weekend. I did banh mi at home.
Oh, yes.
I made like the Vietnamese marinade.
bastard
and
French sandwich.
I pickled the carrots and the radishes, and it came out phenomenally.
Did you do pork or tofu?
I did pork.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I just got here. Let me show you guys the pictures.
Let me show you a picture of this
I did.
fish I caught.
I did
Come on,
so
dude.
fucking good, dude.
What are you talking about?
This
here?
is immediate-
I made,
Daikon radish.
I made a sandwich, bro.
Instant, yeah, daikon radish. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I got. I got it at
Daikon
the.
daikon is a good
Look at that.
tasteless vegetable.
Tell me that doesn't look like a good banh mi right there.
Wow, Charlie. It almost looks like someone
Fish sauce
made it.
next door.
Yes, dude.
It almost looks like someone made it, Charlie.
No, I don't
You
need
know
to
what?
see it.
Show the camera.
I crushed
show,
it.
Show the audience. Show the audience.
Look at that, guys.
Of the banh mi.
Tell me
made.
you wouldn't want to eat that.
Oh, that is
I'd be proud
beautiful.
of that.
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
that's one of my favorite things is a fucking
Wow.
banh mi. So
I'm
the
just-
Vietnamese guy I was telling you about that was married to that Bulgarian lady.
If I sound sarcastic, because I am. Wow, Charlie.
when I was 18, I was working in this factory with this Vietnamese guy was teaching me how to build these machines, and we would come in on Saturdays sometimes. And he would be like, "Do you want to go get these Vietnamese sandwiches?" And I was like, "Yeah, whatever. That's
a sandwich.
I'm in. Whatever you want to do, I'll go." And we would go get banh mi, and I never had heard. He never called it banh mi. He said Vietnamese sandwiches because he knew if he said banh mi, I wouldn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So
Of course.
so every Saturday we would just feast on fucking banh mi's, and then years of my life went by, and I was like, God, I wish I could get one of those
Vietnamese
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Those were so good. I thought I had to go back to that one
Dude.
deli in
Turns out Midtown
Norcross.
is littered with
They're
banh mi.
everywhere, and
Yeah.
then people are like, "Have you ever had banh mi?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And then finally, I ate one. I was like, "Oh yeah, I've had this. This is my
Yeah.
favorite thing ever."
A Vietnamese sandwich.
You talking about a Vietnamese sandwich? Yeah, Todd showed me that.
That's how we in America look at all Asian food. Oh, that's Chinese food. You know, it's
Well,
just like
yeah.
it's like no, it's not Szechuan noodles or something very specific. No, it's just Chinese food as the
Or
blanket.
Korean. I mean, Korean food is maybe my favorite.
Asian food.
I mean, dude,
Koreans make good
Korean.
food. I think I'm more Japan, but we talked about this on
all
previous
you can
episodes.
eat meat.
I
That's
know,
what I want.
I know, but what?
And I can cook it myself.
But the Japanese are.
I get to feel like a man
they're
and a fatty.
They're so craftsmen with everything they do.
They are. That's
that
true.
The simplicity is
and
brilliant.
It's like
Yeah.
delicate. It's like sometimes you can have
Delicate.
a delicate,
That's
heavy,
the word.
or a heavy flavor,
Yeah.
and depending on what you choose.
Yeah,
and
if you're
it's-
going bone marrow broth or a
Yeah,
bone broth kind
you
of
know what the
ramen
fuck
stuff.
going on.
Yeah,
They do-
or like with the fish, it's just simple and it's clean and it's good.
The Japanese are so wild, bro. They will boil pork bones until they disintegrate into the broth for that long, and then they will go find a new pig and then kill it himself to make sure the quality is up to par.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite Japanese in town? Is there anything I might not have heard of?
Well, that
I just tried Sushi Jimmy's new place. It's awesome.
Oh, I haven't been.
It's great.
where's it at?
It's out there in Cordova.
Okay. See, east and
Yeah.
northeast, whatever, has all. Well, it's just a different world entirely.
Yeah, it's totally.
If you don't leave Midtown, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Anytime I have a reason to go out there, I'm like Asian near me to my phone.
Yeah.
And it finds a spot that I've
Good
never
stuff.
heard of, and I'll be like, okay, I'll go
Dude,
there.
they actually have a great selection of Mediterranean food out in Cordova. And
Yes.
yeah, it's like a few, like 5 or 6 restaurants that are like pretty popping.
Really?
So not only would you get like a good cornucopia of Asian food, you can get some good like get a motherfucking.
How about Indian? Is there good Indian anywhere?
There's a couple Indian restaurants in Midtown. 3.
What's good?
I mean,
you got
good
Golden,
is
you got Golden Indian, you got India Palace. Those
India
are the
Palace.
classic
Yeah,
stuff.
India Palace is the joint on Madison, and
Shout out to Brajesh, my boy, works there.
They used to have one of the best buffets before COVID, bro.
Hey, they brought it back.
They did?
Yeah, I went there the other day.
Hey.
Don't you tell the Golden Nonsense crowd, bro. We just this is, bro. Do you understand? This is
And that's the show. I'll be right back.
this is the biggest podcast in the world. Now swamped.
It'd be a shame. That would be great if we could go there, but we hate India now. So
Yeah,
I'm just playing. Hush Up Little Girl. A lot of cats got that name.
right. You know, we were talking about old India. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah.
Silver Delhi.
That's right.
Yeah.
that's right.
It's all kosher at the palace, baby.
Right, because this is a Judeo-Christian podcast, and we gotta look out for
It absolutely
our
is.
Jewish listeners.
Yep. And Joybomb's a Christian band, baby.
Hey, baby.
Hell yeah.
Hey, high five.
That's right.
Y'all are opening for Creed, right?
Yeah, at the Forum. Dude.
At the forum, that's right.
Yeah.
You know
On
what?
the roof, I thought.
You joke about this, but the reach of this podcast is phenomenal. You will get there.
Tight.
Yeah. You ready for that?
What's the Creed guy's name? What do we call him?
Scott
Stapp, yeah.
Yeah.
Scott Stout?
Scott Stapp.
Stapp.
With
Stapp.
2 P's.
Oh, Scott Stapp. I'm gonna call Donnie,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get I'm gonna get in contact with Scott Stapp.
You got the staph infection.
That's yeah.
I don't.
The
I
staph
would,
infection.
I would bet that they
I
have
don't.
each other's phone numbers.
I know they do.
Scott Stapp.
Being
seems like he would-
being a top tier Christian band.
So tell us a little about like where's the craziest place y'all ever played a show? Like, have you done any international?
No,
nothing.
no.
Just
I really want to go to the UK and the EU.
yeah.
You better
Yeah.
go before we're mortal enemies.
I know, dude. It's really not looking cool. Like, so on the one hand, we got to like business as usual. Let's try to go abroad.
Yeah.
And then it's also like, are we entering a global conflict?
yeah. I always it's weird. Like I always see bands that are always traveling. They're going to like Germany and Norway. I don't know what.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of rock bands. Like that's the tour. Is like
yeah.
I guess they're getting
America.
paid out there.
I would totally love to go
Be
to
so
the
cool.
Scandinavian countries.
Yeah.
A lot of bands that I love are from there, and I think they just really like to rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Slamosa? They're
dude.
from Norway. They're one of my favorite newer bands. They're so fucking sick. Ross Turner turned me onto him, and
I bet they go hard.
he was like, dude, Ross is he knows my tastes, and
Oh, he
he's
has
just
a
such like a deep,
deep-
just
yeah.
like a musical encyclopedia. So I'll just be like, I want something like this. He's like, you'll like this, and and he's always right.
Yo, if you were to play if you were to pick Mexico or Canada, somewhere close,
Uh-huh.
which one do you go?
To
play.
Well, are we flying or driving?
Everything is included. Tour bus.
Okay, tour bus. Well, maybe Canada because I'd like to do basically blend it with a northeast run, you
Right,
know,
Yeah, that'd
and
be cool.
just like jump over from Michigan or New York over
Right,
into
right.
there
Niagara
because
Falls
I hear
area.
they go hard. But
Yeah.
if we're taking like a one-stop shop type of deal, I would totally go to Mexico City.
I've always wanted to
Yeah.
go to Mexico City.
And like we have
They go
some
hard.
listeners down in Mexico City
Really?
on the streams.
Cool.
So yeah, they do go hard. Yeah, they go
You know-
hard. Shout out Mexico City.
And they have great Japanese food, I've heard.
I bet
Yeah,
but
like-
I actually
I
got
bet
sushi
some
when I
of-
was there. It was,
some of
it
the
was
best.
Good. It was
Yeah.
good.
so close to the ocean, But I was talking to Dave the other day. We have these non-Charlie production meetings sometimes. We don't want to be around. He brings us down.
yeah.
Yeah, he's too smart sometimes. He just starts trying to fix things. And
Yeah,
we
you
don't-
get your big brain
Man,
out
get
of
the
here.
fuck out of here. Fucking loser, dweeb.
Dial it down.
Nerd.
Just
Hate you.
We're trying to
Trying to fix
trying to
things,
stay
you
dumb
know?
around here.
Right,
Trying to-
right. Hey, Dumb and Dumber was the highest grossing
Shooting down the
movie.
dumb ideas, I don't know.
1996. Me and Dave.
I think that's my all-time favorite comedy.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's
dude.
so funny.
It's just so funny.
I can watch it for like anytime I want in my
Yeah,
head.
Yeah.
We were the right age too. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
we were
yeah.
just at that perfect age. Just like stupid funny was the funniest thing.
Damn, what did I bring all that for?
Oh,
Dumb and Dumber?
You said our meetings. Sometimes we don't.
Mexico
Oh
City?
yeah, so we were talking about me and Dave were talking, and I was like, you know what? As like a ruse, maybe as like a overly complicated chess move that's not needed. Create a talent agency and then operate out of that, and just like, oh, you're represented by Golden Nonsense Studios.
Yeah.
And we'll get you booked in Mexico. All we need is a little bit of money back, bro.
Yeah.
All we need is a little bit of money. I'll give you the best deal in all show business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
Comedy Master P.
That's a $1 million idea, bro.
Yeah.
Well, Dave immediately told me I was retarded, and I was like, "I need to tell more jokes." He was like, "Stop being so dumb, John, and just tell more jokes." I was like,
Tell more jokes.
Yeah.
Increase visibility. You don't need to create a fictional company.
All companies are fictional until you believe, Dave.
You just whatever moves the
Till you
needle
breathe life
forward
into
now.
Okay, all right.
That's my rule of thumb. And,
All right.
and if you, I don't know if you're already on this tip, but especially like if you're getting to the point of like you're talking Canada, Mexico City, out of the country type shit, dude. ChatGPT, I will swear this up and down, and I want ChatGPT to hear me so that I assimilate properly when the time comes. But I
Singularity
cannot recommend using that as a resource for. Pretty much, it is like having a fucking team, a whole office full of people doing all the dumb shit that you don't want to do when you just want to work on your art.
Yeah.
But we live in 2025, and you have to fucking be
you
like you have to wear like 20 different masks.
Right.
A good buddy of mine said it's like having the smartest, fastest executive assistant ever.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But you
100%
just,
agree with
you just
that.
have to know how clear your thoughts are. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, honestly, for me, the key, just talk to it like it's a fucking person and just fucking roll. It is super useful, dude.
I hear that there's this new package that they just
Monday?
oh, well, we're talking about Monday.com.
No, the AI Monday.
Oh, I don't know it.
Just cause.
But basically, I'm with you on that to sort of to deep dive to get help in like basically marketing help or to strategize how to roll out a tour kind of stuff. I agree, and I think that but I don't know.
Hey, ChatGPT, write me lyrics about how you're ruining the world. Hey, can you write me a song real quick about how you're the downfall of civilization?
I do wonder if how many artists right now are actively just having their songs written by AI,
Oh, I hope
like
that's not the
lyrically,
case.
and because I won't do it. And,
Yeah.
and then honestly, because in my head I'm like, man, I write better than that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, you probably
it's
do.
It's like my stuff's more clever than that shit. Because
Well,
like sometimes
well,
I'll be like,
I think that
ChatGPT,
really
give me
is
a
something-
tagline,
yeah.
and I'm like, those are lame.
Terrible. Terrible.
As I'm telling
Dude.
you all this, I totally forgot you were like, yeah, we're like, fuck the machines. I'm like, have you heard of ChatGPT?
Well, I mean, no,
just
it's
the mundane shit.
Well, see, that's almost I think the bright spot in all of it is that I think that it is just it's only effective at the mundane shit. I really don't think it's good at art. I think that there's something about art that is uniquely human, and I especially the comedy I've tried to that I've seen. I actually
never works at comedy.
it sucks. It sucks at comedy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
amazing for you guys because your craft is impervious to that bullshit.
For now.
Currently.
For now.
Yeah, currently. That's it. Hey, look, just 3 years ago, they're like, learn to code, and now they're out of a job.
They're like,
basically.
you can't code anymore.
Yeah.
They push that so hard.
Yeah, learn the code, bro. This comedy is not working out for you. Learn the
But-
code. Now I don't have to learn the code. Thank you.
I'm just optimistic, man. If the robots can do all our jobs for us, then we can just not have jobs. And I mean, we'll have jobs, but it's like
That's the conundrum right now.
you can just make less money, but then everything's gonna be so cheap because the robots are the only people that are working.
Yeah, it sounds like
it's-
techno-communism, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not with it.
I mean,
America.
I'm optimistic.
We need to
man.
have.
I think it's only going to be
We
good.
need to have an eagle scream on our next
I like
soundboard.
optimism.
You know.
Now, what we, now, like people have to figure out how to control their use of drugs and alcohol. We have to figure out how to control the use of this.
Right. Give yourself rules.
But that's a separate issue in my mind.
Yeah, and we like our freedom too, or at least don't like. I don't know if we actually do, but we like
Yeah.
the idea of not being told what to do.
Yeah.
With our consumption, and so and the cat's out of the bag a little
Yeah.
bit with that one. So
Well, I don't think you
a
can
lot
tell
of it,
people what to do.
brother.
I don't think you can. I just don't think it even works.
Yeah.
People are gonna be fucking doing black market TikToks on the dark web.
Well,
if you get rid of
Maybe
it.
the way is like cultural incentivizing, or
Yeah.
or like I don't know because it seems like race to the bottom a little bit.
Yeah, it's
No,
the moment you make it so that you will not get pussy if you're using your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like if girls are like, ugh, he's a doom
Make it
scroller,
uncool.
right? Like, do you see his neck? Like, ugh, or some, or some shit.
I think ultimately, if social media, all the different social media companies' algorithms were not fully based around ad revenue, then we wouldn't be in such a crisis, I think, culturally that we're in now.
Dude, but
it is. It's all ads. Everybody's selling something.
Yeah.
It's all sales, and it's fucking soul sucking.
Yeah.
And I think we all feel it, but we all need it. We all use it. We don't need it, but we all use it.
Yeah. Well, maybe people will disengage if it's too disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Incoming, just up close butthole pics.
Bro,
They're gonna spam our email with just butthole pics. Now.
What's up, India?
From India. All right. Well, look, we got to dismount.
We gotta
guys.
kill it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
thank
Charlie.
you so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, dude.
Very fun.
Pleasure.
I
Thanks
can't
for
wait
having me
to
on.
I can't wait to come down to Riverbeats and see you guys do your
Yeah,
thing.
dude. May 3rd, 2:30.
I'm excited, man.
I really
I'm gonna
appreciate
get down there nice and early. Hopefully it'll be nice and hot. Get some tan going.
It'll be down by the river.
You guys are gonna be
The nonsense-
cranking out some rock music and
Yep.
in some hot
some
sweaty
fast
weather.
pop
The
punk
nonsense
is
will be
gonna-
down there with you.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
be
bring the
there.
nonsense.
We'll be there.
Thanks for
Guys,
having me.
go listen to all their stuff on Spotify and shit, and go follow them on Instagram.
At Joybomb Official.
Joybomb Official.
And never forget.
Vaya con Dios, everybody.
Vaya con Dios.
Peace.